to the Exit Festival.
Thank you for having us. Horny!
It's really exciting. The grounds are beautiful. It's a really cool place to be able to play a show.
I heard there's 24 stages, is that right?
That's true.
25.
That is crazy.
I think it's 26.
Do you have like a mime stage or something?
No, but there
But
is
that's
a
a good idea
dance
for the next
stage, and there is
All kinds of music.
hip hop,
Cool.
metal, reggae.
Naked yoga.
Naked yoga stage.
Not yet,
No,
but
next year the naked yoga
Yeah,
stage.
yeah.
Okay, have you heard anything about Serbia and the Exit Festival before you came here?
Well, I did actually. We ran into Franz Ferdinand at one of the festivals we did a few days ago, and they said, you know, what other festivals are you playing? And I said, I think the next one we go to is Serbia, and Alex said, oh, Novi Sad, and I said yes, and he said you will love it. It's so great. It's one of my favorite festivals we've ever played. So, got a good recommendation from Franz. So.
How important is communication with people at all the places that you travel to concerts for creating your music?
Well, I always try to learn some of the language. I mean, communication is connection, so it's really important to us, and it's really important for us to build that communication with an audience and really connect with them. That's what we try to do with our live shows all the time, everywhere we go. So.
But it's also interesting coming from a country right now that is in a really dark time itself, I think. So, and it's a country that's really genuinely hated all over the world. So it's really interesting to be a band from America, from the United States, and to somehow be ambassadors for the part that we love about our country, if that makes any sense. So I think it's definitely something that we try to do to communicate to people that you know, not all of America is bad. I mean, we live there and we're pretty fabulous.
If you do say so yourself.
have you ever felt discriminated in Europe just because you're Americans? Because you're coming from a country with a bad foreign policy?
Yeah, well, I think sometimes, yeah, when they hear the American accent and stuff, we'll get looks and everything. But for the most part, I think our band really represents a different part of America, the more open-minded part. The part where people actually have fun and let go sometimes. And so for that, I think for that reason, we're not really treated any differently, which is nice. But I think we definitely we're definitely trying to bring more open-mindedness from Europe back to our country as well. So that's something it's really important, and something we're really trying to do too.
Serbian young people can travel a lot. I don't know if you're aware of it, but there are a lot of visa troubles actually.
It's hard to get to travel out of the country.
So what would how would you recommend them to spread the culture on if they can't travel?
Well, luckily we have the internet now, so I mean, hopefully people over here have the means to get online and share their culture a lot.
But this festival was started by students, correct? Not so long ago. It's only like 6 years old, and I mean, it seems like the ambassador for opening young people's eyes to other culture, Western culture, American, British, other European music, and it was started by 2 students. So it seems like that's the best example for which something that was really grassroots has become this huge international festival, you know, in the country itself. So it's like this is the best example I've seen as far as introducing young people of this country to the world or outside.
Yeah, and the one last question, is there anything that you've learned in school that you can use today in your profession or life besides social skills?
Anything you learned in school?
I'm obsessed with geometry. I like math. I use it all the time.
I would say primate biology in high school. You know, learned a lot of tons of stuff about monkeys, apes, and chimpanzees and lemurs, and how much we are linked to them in certain ways, and how our behavior is really very closely aligned with our primate friends. And I think about stuff like that every day when I'm dealing with this band.
and when he's watching himself dance.
Right, sometimes it's like the lemurs running off a cliff.
Yeah. Those are
Lemmings.
Did you learn all this because your schools were good, teachers good, or you were just good kids? Because most of the people we talked about here never learned anything in school that they use now.
Well, I was definitely a good student, and I was somebody who liked to learn. So I had enthusiasm about that, and I still do. I'm still a big history nerd, and I'm not afraid to say it. I'm a nerd.
And I lucked out. I ended up going to a school where it was okay to be gay, and it was run by hippies, and there was a lot about the environment, and it was a really good place for me to be.
Well, okay, that's it, I guess.
Okay.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thanks for
Thank
having
you
us.
very much.
Being our
It was
guest.
great being here.